My name is Laura Owers and I'm a bisexual cis woman. I use the pronouns she and her. I qualified as an occupational therapist in 2008 and work in a senior learning and development role in an adult care services setting. I found out about the LGBTQIA+OTUK group at the 2021 conference. I then joined learn events prompted by Twitter and group members, then Connect and eventually the crew. I really value the work that the group was and is doing and saw how necessary it was and continues to be.
Hello, my name is Ed. My pronouns are he, him. I'm gay, I'm of Hatga heritage and I'm an occupational therapist.
Hi, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her, and I identify as a bi cisgender woman. I'm a newly qualified occupational therapist. When I heard about the group forming, I jumped at the chance to join the crew and contribute towards such crucial work in increasing representation, creating learning opportunities, and most importantly, providing safe spaces for LGBTQIA+ identifying people.
Hi, my name is Emily and I'm a transgender OT student. When I started my degree, I was a bit worried about any potential transphobia that I may experience on either my course at university or perhaps in the clinical environment on placement. However, I found that the LGBTQIA+OT group has been such a supportive network.
Hi, my name is Clarissa. My pronouns are she and her, and I identify as queer. I co-founded OTalk in 2011, but I had no idea that almost exactly 9 years later, it would connect me with people who would help me to make sense of my identity during a global pandemic.
As I transition from student to qualified occupational therapist, I see being an active member of this affinity group as having been equally influential to the formation of my professional identity as my university experience has been.
My name's Becca, my pronouns are she, her, I'm bi and I've just finished my degree.
Hey, my name's Rachel and I identify as a gay, cis woman. My pronouns are she and her. I am one of the co-founders of the LGBTQIA+OTUK UK affinity group.
Hi, my name's Lewis. I'm a final year postgraduate occupational therapy student and I'm one of the founding members of LGBTQIA+OTUK UK.
Hi everyone, I'm Sasha and I'm studying occupational therapy at London South Bank University.
Having watched on eagerly as the Association of Occupational Therapists of Ireland, as well as the Chartered Society of Physiotherapists, began to promote inclusion of the LGBTQIA+ community within their professions, I think it's fair to say that a fair few of us occupational therapists felt particularly disappointed.
In October 2020, Kirsty Stanley and 2 others hosted a Twitter chat, the first of its kind, about improving LGBTQIA+ representation in occupational therapy. I'd finally come out to myself during the first lockdown, so the timing was very poignant. Meeting Hannah and Rachel during that OTalk became a real turning point for me.
I started the group along with the other founding members because for me personally, when I started my studies, I felt that there was something missing in terms of representation for OT students with a different gender or sexual identity, but I also saw that there was a lot of work to be done in the wider OT world in terms of championing queer identities.
Having taken huge inspiration from the BAME OT UK network, work began towards launching the LGBTQIA+OT UK affinity group. In June 2021, the group officially launched on a virtual platform.
I first joined the LGBTQIA+OT community right from the very start when I was in my first year, and I don't think I realised how lucky I was to have that space. And so yeah, I feel very, very lucky and very privileged to have that space there available to me right from the beginning of my OT journey.
Following on from the launch, RCOT reached out to the affinity group and asked if there was anybody that would be willing to contribute towards their inclusion plenary panel at the 2021 conference.
Hi everyone, my name's Hannah Spencer. My pronouns are they and them.
There have been various conversations held between RCOT and the LGBTQIA+OTUK UK affinity group. Whilst the affinity group has at times worked alongside RCOT, the affinity group runs entirely independently.
Being part of such an open, welcoming and supportive group has been really significant. Ultimately, that sense of belonging that came from the dual perspective of working with OTs who identify as LGBTQIA+ and fully understanding the need to move the profession forward.
Being a member of this group has given me the confidence to be more visible in the profession, given me a sense of belonging and supported me on my allyship journey. It's a group that I would encourage anyone to join.
I'd encourage you to be proud of your identity wherever you go. We're students, we're practitioners, we're patients, and we have a different insight into what it's like to be a queer person, and that's really important to share in any feature of our OT lives.
Just being in the group during my time as a student really gave me such a massive support. Talking to other people, discuss things, having somewhere to go to ask questions really gave me the confidence to be myself when I did things like being on placement.
And I recommend that for any trans or non-binary students out there, that you get in touch and maybe come along to some of our monthly Connect meetings. Just know that I've personally found them so helpful for me on my journey as a transgender OT student.
LGBTQIA+OT as a community has given me the courage to proudly be my authentic self in all areas of my life, including at work. The group has supported me emotionally, expanded my thinking, and it's been the source of so much queer joy.
My pronouns are they, them, my gender identity doesn't neatly fit the binary, and I'm an occupational therapist. If there's one thing that the group has given me, belonging. Connection, community, belonging.
For me, this space is somewhere where being myself is not just okay, but welcomed, and where I feel safe to learn and grow. I'm very grateful to be a member of this crew, and I feel privileged to work alongside such committed and hardworking people who model what it looks like to continuously learn and strive to do better.
For me, the affinity group provides a safe space, and we hear that term a lot, a safe space. But for me, what that means is it's somewhere where I don't have to wear a mask or hide certain parts of myself. I can just be. I can literally just be. And that's an amazing feeling.
I wish the LGBTQIA+OT had existed when I first joined our profession, but I'm very, very grateful that it exists now.
We are, and we work with, beautiful, unique, individual, complex human beings, and as true and optimal, authentic selves, we belong.